This video is again about literature review. The question is how to collect all this information and write it in your own words. The simple answer is read, read, read. If you read a lot, you will get a good comprehension and good deep knowledge about your topic. For instance, I will tell you in a very simple way. Previously, I said that I am working on dye-sensitized solar cell, but I working a particular area of dye-sensitized solar cell, that is photo Unnote. So I have to go to literature. This is all literatures. So when I read all these papers, so then I can make contents for my literature review. For example, I will first write introduction. The introduction for my literature review. Introduction I can write only and only if I read literature, if I read people papers like these papers. These are Partenoxide papers you see here. So many papers here I downloaded, and I properly giving folders. Pattern answers up SNO2, dope SNO2, composite SNO2, their methods, everything. So when you read, then you can make the contents for your literature review. So first of all, start reading literature review, start reading people papers, people articles, researchers articles. And when you read a lot, then you can make a contents like this. Introduction. Again, for example, my work is in photovoltaics. So just write brief history of photovoltaics. Write a brief history of photovoltaics. Then about that, write DCC, dye-sensitized solar cells. And there are parts of dye-sensitized solar cell. You just write working electrode, just write dye, just write again the electrolyte. The fourth is write counter electrode. Okay, you just need to how to write your literature review, how to make. For instance, now I'm working on 10x side is a photo Unnote. Now come to photo Unnote or working electrode. Now come to working electrode, which is use SNO2. This is how you need to write about SNO2. Now there are many SNO2. You need to use pure or pristine SNO2. Then you need to use composite. This is just I want to tell. Then you need to use composite photo Unnote. Then you need to use doped photo Unnote. Then you need to use core shell structure. So these are shell structure. Now you make your table of contents, and finally you write the conclusion. I will make another video that how to write a conclusion. This is now the table of contents of your second chapter literature review. Now, very simple questions. When you read there, you just write the sentences on your own words. And for example, start that. This one is very easy. This chapter will explain like these things, blah 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 blah, and then come to photovoltaics then, and start here about photovoltaics, that how photovoltaics work, you see. And this is how you can build up your literature review chapter. And finally you can merge all these chapters. I will do slowly and make one copy of your thesis. This is how. And properly use Endnote. Here you see Endnote, and just give the references. I have many videos in my channel about Endnotes, and this is how you make your thesis and how you write your literature review. But the important thing I want to mention here is, without reading you cannot write nothing. You cannot become a good writer. Your thesis is have a value when you are a good reader. All people take these things from each other. Write it in your own words. So you read it, read, and after the reading you can only make these contents. When you are not reading, so how you will know? Oh, some people say, I can start my writing. Come on, how can you say? How can you write the your literature review without reading. From where I got these things? Working electrode, dye, electrolyte. From where? Working electrode, Nexat, pure, composite. How I know that people using dope, core shell, composite, hybrid? From literature review. So once you read a lot, then you make these contents and again start those papers and get the data and you put it here and you build up your literature review. I hope you understand now how to write literature review. Thanks for watching.